We did it. Leading up to this moment is over 6 months of hard work. Rising from the ashes, all of the blood, sweat, and beers we could afford, we are finally here. In the mountains where we belong.
Brought to you in part by Overland Outfitters.
So yeah, this is a shakedown run for my newly rebuilt 89 Toyota pickup. But not only is it a shakedown run for me, it's also a shakedown run for Corey in the blue 93 Toyota pickup we just built. So how about we hit the trails and see how this goes?
Alright, I'm not sure if you guys could hear that snapping noise when I was going up that hill climb, but my driver's side berth busted. So I went for the full throttle approach knowing that, or at least I thought my locker wasn't working, but I saw it kick in halfway up the hill, and as soon as it did, it just went kablooey. So luckily between all of us, somebody brought a spare. So we're gonna get back up and running and back on the trail in no time, hopefully.
And just like that, we are back in action. so great to finally be able to take this truck out that I've been working so hard to get back on its wheels for the past 6 months. Like most shakedown runs, I did discover a few things that I need to address. For one, that power steering issue I talked about in the past is definitely still around. My power steering was getting really hot at multiple points in this trip, and I actually dumped water on top of it to cool it down because it was just making terrible noises. Something else I discovered is the engine temps itself was starting to climb. Now, it was mostly on the really long hill climbs where I noticed the needle just go a little bit further than where I'm comfortable. It never got into the red, but I need to do something to try to keep this engine a bit cooler. And also, the other obvious point I need to address, the axle shafts. Now, it didn't look like it took much to blow this one up, and I'll admit these are the factory axle shafts. These are not chromoly bits. But obviously, I'm going to have to go for chromoly stuff in the future. I'm going to need to build a shelf here just for broken burr fields because it's starting to pile up a little bit. Now, as far as Corey's blue Toyota pickup went, it had some issues. The biggest of which was it was misfiring like crazy. Apparently the thing felt like it had zero power and he was struggling to even keep it alive. Luckily later that night we did some diagnosing and discovered it was just a bad injector. We threw a new injector in it and now the thing runs great. It idles perfect and he said the power is somewhat comparable to the 3-liter V6. Anyways, guys, that about wraps up this week's episode of Dirt.Garage. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys could do me a huge favor and please smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. I upload weekly Toyota building, wheeling, off-roading content. And, hey, we'll see you guys next week.
I'ma make a couple stacks, do exactly what I want to. Mix a couple tracks, get a lady that I'm drawn to. Turn up to the max, get me faded till I'm gone, dude. I do what I want, couldn't stop me if you wanted to. I just work hard, yeah, harder than the rest. Some people say I'm lucky, others say I'm